Fontainebleau has officially landed in Vegas, bringing a slice of Miami with it. After more than 16 years of delays in development, it finally opened in December 2023. From the iconic Live nightclub to dining spots like Papi Steak and Komodo, this 67-story resort isn't just another luxury hotel on the Strip. It's a full-on Miami experience in the desert. Today, we're diving into the rooms and restaurants to see if Fontainebleau Las Vegas lives up to the hype. One big favor before we dive in is to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like content like this. Welcome into the standard room. Let's take a look at the view. We did get upgraded to a higher floor and also the Strip view. So it's pretty nice. You can see the Las Vegas Convention Center, Sphere, Encore, and Resorts World, plus Circus. One nice thing is that the convention center is connected to this hotel via walkway, so super convenient if that's where you want to be. And then if you look down, you can see all of the resort pools, which are quite a lot. And if you're into clubbing, you can see the Live Beach Club over there. It's currently summertime and around 3 p.m., so it is getting a little toasty even though the AC is on. So let's close the curtains. The drapes and chairs are all electronically controlled, which is nice. Drapes close. Drapes close kind of puts a nice mood to the room. Over here is a lounger. It's kind of firm. This chair has slightly more cushion, and the bed was just okay. It's a little soft, so you kind of like sink into it, but it wasn't like fluffy. I think I'm more of a fan of firm mattresses. Yeah, this one sinks in a little. What's also nice is that all of the lights are controlled by this panel over here. There's also plenty of outlets to charge your electronics if you have them. Flipping around, we have the TV and drawers if you're staying here long term or if you're the type to unpack all your suitcase here. There's an ice bucket. The cover has a lot of weight to it. It's interesting. Yeah, pretty heavy ice bucket. The mini bar is weighted, so if you are to move something, they will charge you for it. In case you're curious, scan the QR code here. And beneath that is going to be a drink mini bar, but we're not going to open it because it's also weighted. One really nice touch throughout the room is the art and also the mood lighting, so pretty cool. This is a nice coffee table where you can set up your work laptop or actually have coffee with friends. The room doesn't actually come with a coffee maker. You have to go downstairs to one of the shops to get coffee. Also pretty cool light. Kind of reminds me of a bird, so you can see like the eyes here. Imagine this is the beak and it's like its belly. Or I guess if you account for the reflection of the light, it kind of looks like a bunny. So very abstract lamp. This is the closet. What's nice is that they actually provide you with slippers. Some hotels have completely stopped offering these. Bathrobe is nice and plushy, plus it's embroidered with their logo. And you can also find the safe over here. It's a large full-size mirror, and over here is the bathroom. Very spacious bathroom with a double vanity, and the toilet's over here. What's really cool is you can actually control the vanity lights on this panel. Put it off, on. Hairdryer is from T3 and it works pretty well. And then there's a huge shower area. So there's not like a screen door to close it or anything, but there's a waterfall shower head, then another shower head over here. All the bathing amenities are going to be white labeled. In case you're curious where we are right here. So on this floor, there are plenty of standard size rooms, but I think those standard rooms are a decent size. So right next to us is probably a junior suite, and these are most likely those suites. We booked this stay using the American Express Fine Hotels and Resorts portal. However, if you don't have an Amex Platinum card, this property is also part of Virtuoso Preferred. If you want to learn more about that, I'll leave a link down in the description box below. One of the benefits of booking through programs like Amex FHR or Virtuoso is that they are a direct booking and you get extra perks on top. In our case, we received 12 p.m. early check-in when available, which we did get, a room upgrade upon arrival when available, so we have an upgraded higher floor plus a view of the Strip. Daily breakfast for two, up to a $60 daily value, available at Chez BonBon, Vida Cafe, or the Promenade. Gratuity is not included. Complimentary Wi-Fi, $5 Wi-Fi daily credit applied to the resort fee, and guaranteed 4 p.m. late checkout. Plus, up to $100 food and beverage credit to be used during your stay. This will be applicable to all restaurants and lounges, excluding in-room dining, minibar, Live nightclub, Live beach club, and gratuity is not included. I'm not sure if we were actually supposed to receive this, and you may or may not if you booked through your booking portal, so your mileage may vary, but upon check-in, we did receive an invitation to check out the poodle room. I think it really depends on the front desk mood. The poodle room is a private members club, and it's open on select weekdays and the weekend. Reservations are required, and you can't film there. So they do tell you no filming on cameras, and they basically tell you to put away your phone. Inside, you can find handcrafted cocktails, refined small plates, and amazing views of Vegas. Can't film anything, but if you receive an invitation, definitely worth checking out. Also worth mentioning that these are not complimentary, so cocktails and food you'll have to pay for. All right, let's check out the rest of the property. There's a lot to do on the property. On the second floor is where you'll find a lot of luxury shopping, plus the food hall. Prices can range from economical all the way to very expensive. If you're familiar with the Miami food scene, you'll find two of the most popular restaurants here. Papi Steak is here, and that's where you can find really good steaks, and they're most famous for their tomahawk steak, which they present in a little briefcase. If you want fancy sushi, then there is Komodo, which is also another Miami restaurant. And right upstairs is Live Nightclub. There's a nightclub, which they do charge cover, so if you don't want to pay cover, then find someone to put you on a guest list. And there's also the beach club. On Sunday, we took a peek at the prices. Ladies, it was $30 cover. Gentlemen, $50 cover. And if you want to skip the line and want to be VIP, then it's $75. On the first floor, you'll find more restaurants and casino. There's also a lot of high-end shopping here as well. Graff is a famous luxury jeweler, and this is actually their flagship store that opened in North America, so it spans over 3,000 square feet. You'll also find a lot of luxury fashion houses as well. There's also more restaurants here, including the Asian restaurants, the more breakfast casual ones, and Italian. On the third floor is where you'll find the pools and workout center. The gym has a wide range of equipment, including ellipticals, free weights, yoga, and a pretty good view. The pool area is huge, so there's 3 different pools, and if you want a chair or a cabana, you do have to reserve and pay. The hotel is located north of the Strip, which feels a little quieter than the center of the Strip, but you're still surrounded by big names like Resorts World and the Las Vegas Convention Center just next door. It's about 4 miles from the airport, and you can easily get to the hotel by car or shuttle. You also get views of the Sphere from some rooms, and it's an easy ride to everything on the Strip. One of the reasons why we're in Vegas is to see the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere, so stick around until the end of the video if you want to learn more about the Sphere experience. It's dinner time, and we are at Washing Potato, which is a Cantonese concept restaurant. Ordered a wide variety of items. First up are the baked barbecue buns. Every restaurant has their own signature version of this, so I'm kind of curious how this turns out. Right off the bat, it's not that warm. Not a good sign. Lukewarm barbecue pork bun. This one's a skip for me. It's something that you would find in like a Chinatown bakery, but not the best iteration of a baked barbecue pork bun that I've had. Next up is Hong Kong style seafood noodles. Hong Kong style is basically deep fried crispy egg noodles, and then there's seafood and sauce on top. There is a lot of seafood, so lots of shrimp and scallop and squid, so that's a good sign. And the noodles are crispy. Noodles aren't bad. I like how light and crispy it is, and just enough sauce. Seafood's perfectly cooked. This one's okay, meets expectations. Last item is the Peking duck. These are going to be pancake style ones. Usually there's 2 different types depending on the restaurant. It's either pancake or the bun. I'm personally a fan of the pancake. The way you eat this is you take a pancake, put some duck on it, add some toppings like the cucumber, green onions, and some sauce. Missing a spoon, so I'm just gonna put some sauce on here. So signs of a good iteration of this dish would be clear separation of the skin and meat, and if it's crispy. Plus flavor, of course. Cheers. Okay, they over roasted this one. The skin's really hard, I can't really bite into it. Let me try another piece. So this one is just a duck skin. The duck skin itself is actually really good, but I think there needs to be like better separation So some restaurants will completely separate the skin from the meat, roast it, and then trim the fat and then present it that way. I would say, yeah, it's slightly overdone since this piece is like rock solid. Some of the other pieces are okay, but not the one that I got. I think if you're craving canteen style food and you have time and you don't mind taking an Uber, there are definitely better places. I'm gonna wrap up here and see you in a bit. It's currently 1:22 a.m. and Sebastian wanted a midnight snack. The only thing that's open on property are the bars, which do not serve food, and Chez BonBon, which is the cafe that's open all day. So there's a selection of like pastries, gelato, and fruit, plus like packaged snack at night, and also breakfast sandwiches. So for a breakfast sandwich, we have the croissant with eggs and bacon. Let's try it out. They do heat it up for you, which is nice. Pretty decent breakfast sandwich. Good morning, it's breakfast time and we are at Vida Cafe. Our room rate does include breakfast, so it is $60 for a total of 2 people. What's nice about Vida is that they have a wide range on their menu. They have breakfast, and if you don't really want breakfast, they also have lunch items as well. So Sebastian ordered a smash burger and I ordered a pasta. When we first arrived on property, we did spend a few hours at Chez BonBon before our room was ready. So the coffee there is actually pretty good, slightly premium, but you are in a casino, so expect to pay higher prices. Entrees are here and it looks really good. So we have 2 giant grilled shrimp and a pesto pasta with the pine nuts. It smells really good too. Cheers. The pesto's a little heavy, so very creamy pesto. Pasta is al dente, nice and bouncy. Pine nuts add a really nice crunch, and let's try the shrimp. Shrimp is very meaty, nice bounce to it, maybe a few seconds overcooked, but pretty solid. All right, let's try the smash burger. First, side of fries. They're giant potato wedges. Yeah, fresh out of the fryer, good flavors. And this is a double smash burger. Patty is really flavorful, perfectly cooked medium. This is a really good smash burger. So the beef patties are super flavorful, cooked perfectly, nice and cheesy, and the grilled onions and tomatoes are a nice touch. Yeah, highly recommend getting the burger. It's actually really good. Right, I'm gonna wrap up here and see you in a bit.
Mandy usually hates burgers, so that's actually very telling.
It's true. If there's a burger on the menu, Seb is more likely to order it than I am. One thing at Chez BonBon that caught my eye was this croissant. It's not just an ordinary croissant. This is a flattened croissant. Looks like it's dipped in chocolate with pistachios in it. Okay, let's take a bite. Despite its light appearance, it's still light and airy, which is a really weird way to describe a flat croissant. It's nice and thin, outside layer of pistachio flavored chocolate, and the nuts on top. Definitely a unique item that you should try if you're curious. Sebastian ordered a chocolate croissant because that's one of his favorites. The chocolate ribbons on here are so pretty. I'm gonna take a bite. Nice and airy, but I think if you're looking for something more unique, my pick would be the flat croissant over the regular ones. I made a mess. There's like crumbs everywhere. The lattes are also really good, but it's also $8. So yeah, casino pricing. The Sphere is Vegas's jaw-dropping 2.3 billion entertainment orb. Standing over 360 feet tall, it's wrapped in a massive LED display that you can see for blocks. Inside, there's a 16K wraparound 4D viewing dome with sound, scent, wind, and even haptic seats. We were there when the Backstreet Boys performed at the Sphere. I can't put any of their music here since I don't want to get a copyright claim, so just imagine some of their songs playing in the background. Watching them inside felt like being inside a cinematic music video. This is beyond a concert, it's full immersion. Visuals surrounded us. 360 projections, a flying spaceship, elevated stage platforms, and a swirling kaleidoscopes of lights and motion. The residency was this summer and they added some new shows for early 2026. I would bet that they add even more shows throughout 2026 because the demand is so high. If you can get retail tickets at around $300 or less, I think it's well worth the experience. Anything more, it might be worth looking into the Vibey packages so that the rates include hotels. After the show, we walked indoors through the Venetian and back to Fontainebleau since traffic was a mess. It was about a half-hour walk back. If you're catching a show at the Sphere and you want easy mode, definitely book a hotel room at the Venetian or the Wynn since they're connected. Overall, we really enjoyed our stay here and we would happily stay here again. The service here is amazing. Everyone we encountered was super helpful and very pleasant to interact with. Like, they actually seemed happy to be doing their job, which I can't say for some other casinos on the Strip. Food can be a hit or miss depending on where you go. Yeah, washing potato, maybe we went on a bad day, but that's a skip in my book. And we were pleasantly surprised with what we ordered at Vida Cafe. I also love that it's a brand new property, so everything is very well designed and modernized. I think that if you want a taste of Miami without actually going to Miami, then this is the perfect spot for you. If you made it this far in the video, leave a fountain emoji down in the comments below, and I'll try the heart and respond. My question to you is, what are your thoughts on the property, and would you or have you stayed here before? Let me and everyone else know down in the comments below. See you in the next one.